Peace and blessings, everyone. Welcome back. Today I'm going to do a walkthrough of a deck that was created by one of our very own. This is the Spirit Doodle cards created by Elrond Mills of Space Between the Notes. I had the pleasure of meeting Elrond, and I'm going to put that in quotations, in one of Kelly's live chats, I want to say a year or two ago. And I don't know, we just had a connection. We have a love of one of the greatest divas of all time, Nina Simone. She's a spirit guide, I think, for the two of us. Elrond is a music professor as well as a pianist extraordinaire. There's just something about this beautiful soul that's so encompassing and opened. Last year, Elrond did a reading for me using the Spirit Doodle cards. And this year, at my solar return, everything just became so crystal clear from that reading. The messages were profound. It's just remarkable what the imagery and the messages and everything can bring forth. So this is a deck that consists of 50 cards, 50 original pieces of art. And also you get 3 blank cards. I'll put these here, see? So that you can put your own doodles and add them. Maybe I'll do a manicure, fingernail, pair of shoes, and some lipstick for mine. It comes in this 2-piece box. You'll see here, like this, like that. And I want to say the cards are about playing card size. Let's see. About playing card size. Definitely smaller than a Lenormand, or the Lenormand that I have here anyway. So it's a nice compact deck that you can take with you. A lot of the work that Elrond has put into this deck not only went into just the drawings and the artwork themselves, but into this powerfully, intensely packed guidebook that he created. So the deck, the box, does not have a guidebook. This guidebook is 200 plus pages, okay, and it has so much information. You get everything, so many associations with each card, from crystals, cosmological, angel, associations with the tarot cards, trees, just self-care tips, so much. I'm going to go through some of the things that we have that each card has here. I love the foreword, which was written by one of our own as well. I'm going to let you guess who wrote that. This person says, "Too often, oracle cards are divination behaving badly. Decks can act like burnt-out therapists dispensing hackneyed platitudes that let you off the hook, or they chirp like exhausting cheerleaders who've never known a bad day. A good deck should offer an invitation to explore, guide us just enough, and then step back to let us do the heavy lifting life requires. Elrond's Spirit Doodle cards offer that very thing, and the invitation is given without the pressure to accept or decline. In fact, the first 2 cards in the deck are no and yes, and this guidebook reminds us that both those answers have equal and powerful validity. Like a good friend, they extend their hand, make an offer, and let us make up our minds without judgment or bias. If we need a little more from them, there's this guidebook." And this person says, "And what a guidebook. You can count me among those who fling booklets out before the plastic wrap, but not in this case. This slim volume is another invitation, one I hope you'll accept, where the cards and the keywords will spark your spiritual and intellectual side. The associations in this book will spark your creative and experiential side. From music to crystals to self-care to chakras, this book is a treasure chest in disguise. Never before have I thought about how Nina Simone or Peggy Lee could serve as guides in my meditation or spiritual growth. But you'll find them waiting for you here with lots to offer. This guidebook is a passport to an immense divinatory experience. Pulling one card from the deck and referencing this text could inspire an entire afternoon's worth of sounds, scents, touches, and tastes. You're going to enjoy this set. It's serious and sleek, but like its creator, it has a mischievous twinkle inviting us to have a little fun too. And this kind of work should be fun. We would or should want to do it. Having tools like this can entice us when the work feels like too much. But enough. Like me, I bet you're anxious to get started. So let's RSVP yes and dig in. Leave a comment down below who you think may have been the author of that. So Elrond goes in and he gives us a story, history, of how he came up with the imagery. Back in 1999, he started, am I reading this correctly? Yeah. He started creating these doodles back in 1999. He bought a sketchbook, even though he couldn't draw, and things just took off from there. So now fast forward, how many years later? And this is what we're going to be looking at today. So he says, what am I actually looking at? And he says here, well, it depends on you, which is why I love these so much. At different times, you'll see different things. There is no right or wrong, so go with your gut and imagination. As I said, there's a lot of information in this guidebook. He gives you some important points. One of them will be, it's not only a good idea to use these cards in conjunction with other decks, it's recommended. The keywords are based on lessons and messages I channeled and experiences I lived through. They represent the traps I fell into many times and the ropes I used to climb out. My hope is that they might help you too. Did I mention that he did a reading for me last year called The 8 Gifts? Yes, I think I did mention that. Anyway, wow, he says each card has a drawing, a title, a number, an elemental symbol. He says, I very much believe that the numbers have a meaning. So if you read numerology, roll with it. I mean, oh my gosh. On each card entry, he has quotes, personal thoughts. When you get this card section, messages from your guides. You have prompts, you have keywords, you have the shadow side of the card. Emotion when you get this card, emotion to develop, an affirmation, a self-care activity, music, trees, animals, elements, chakras, crystals, additional guides, which in case if the animals weren't working for you, he's included astrological, mythological, tarot, and other possible guides for each card. And then extras, which are books, films, and other ideas that he thought might help with understanding the cards. Oh my gosh, just so much. Let's begin. Okay, so I don't know if this little stand is going to hold. Well, here's the first card. We'll give it a shot. We'll see what happens. Oh, there you are. First card out the gate. No. And you see the element there. It's fire. And just to give you a little bit of what he says here, saying no is a fierce challenge. The problem is that most of us want to be nice and please others first. And then you have, I am looking at 3 pages worth of information. The emotion to develop, confidence, assertiveness, self-knowledge. The emotion when you get this card may be feeling overwhelmed or confrontational or angry. Self-care activity, practice saying no. He's got music attached to this. For For me, some other musical elements that can be associated with saying no include the key of C minor and minor keys and chords in general. Okay, I know nothing about music. I just need my music to have a nice bass and some good percussion, and I'm in. Okay, he has a tree association, actually two, alder and redwood, animal, gorilla, element of course fire, solar plexus chakra, crystals, black tourmaline, bloodstone, jet, flint, shungite, and then guides, Saturn, Pluto, Scorpio, Archangel Metatron, also the Emperor and the Two of Swords lady, and the Seven of Wands guide from the traditional Rider-Waite. And then the extra is a book to read. Read Greg McCowan's Essentialism, The Disciplined Pursuit of Less. Chapter 11 is all about learning how to say no politely. And this, folks, is just one card. Oh my gosh. Okay. Let's see what we can do here. Yes. Card number 2. Higher self. Protection. Wisdom. Meditate. Interesting. Let's see. Now we have cherish. I'm loving the energy at the center of this card right here. I just feel like something is swirling around to protect me. Okay. Oh, I like this one. Be still. How about this one? Accept. Okay. And I like the way the two colors are melding together. You know, not one overtaking the other, but each accepting a little bit of each other. How about this one? Let go. I like the releasing that's happening there. Maybe from this place of being constricted and then an opening up. Nourish. Learn. And you can see the elements there. Let's see if I got that right. See the elements there. Receive. That looks like a cup. Change speed. Ground. I can see the energy, everything coming down to get settled here. Stop interfering. Oh my. Okay. Let's see. Center. Communicate. Own your power. Let's see what that one means. I'm scrolling through card number 10. See if I get there. Be still. I'm curious. Stay with me. Accept. Card number 10. Let go. There's a quote from Jeffrey McDaniel. I realize there's something incredibly honest about trees in winter. How they're experts at letting things go. Wow. Elrond says, I'm sitting with a student who has finally figured out that the piano's making her life miserable and that she should change majors. Tears. I'm sitting with a client who is in love with a man who says he loves her but just can't act on it at the moment. More tears. I'm saying goodbye to a project I have created and slaved over for 8 years. Not actual tears, just heartache. There comes a moment that we have to be brave. Look the truth in the face and say, I have enough faith to let this go and know that something new and better will come instead. We can then pick up one of the following mantras. Whatever is mine will come back to me. If you love it, set it free. And my favorite, every ending is a new beginning. To be honest, I think these mantras are hogwash. They're too optimistic. They bypass the reality I'm actually in. The emotional hell I'm not sure I will survive. The pain of letting go. I suggest the following mantra. The pain I'm experiencing right now is excruciating, and there are no guarantees that I will ever get better or it will ever get better, but letting go is still the right thing to do. I guess it might be too long for a mantra. I kind of like that mantra. I drew this card to remind myself that holding on to sadness, anger, and disappointment would only lead to heartache. Learn from the experience, write about it, and then let the rest of it go. For me, the black in this doodle represents the experience. It's yours. No one can take it away from you. The green arches express the ability to surround it with love and transmute it into something else, a lesson. And then he says, when this card comes up, there's something nagging at you that refuses to go away. And so much. Of course, you know, the shadow is not fighting for something that's worthwhile, giving up too fast. Emotion, when you get this card, conflicted, weighed down. Affirmation, I only carry with me that which serves me now. I easily let go of the rest. Self-care. If things are really tough, find a way to distract yourself by doing something completely unrelated. Clean the house, walk the dog, watch a YouTube clip. Okay, be mindful of that YouTube stuff because, you know, YouTube will take all your time. Read a book, call a friend, paint. The goal here is to get you to let go of the issue for a while so you can gain perspective. We've got music here. Beatles, Let It Be. Of course, Let It Go from Frozen. Adele, Someone Like You. The tree, hawthorn. Animal, condor or snake. The condor. Element, earth. Chakra, roots, solar plexus, crystals. Flint, malachite, amber. Heulandite, petrified wood. Another favorite of mine, that's petrified wood. Guide, Odysseus and Penelope, Pluto, Scorpio, Demeter, also the Eight of Cups, Six of Swords, and the Four of Pentacles guides from the RWS Tarot. Extra, keeping a journal is the best way to help let go of things. You write them, they stay there on the paper, and you don't have to carry them around with you. Well, how ironic that I would choose card number 19. No, wow, I'm sorry. I was reading about card number 10 all this time. I should go back and show you what I was stuck on that for some reason. Yes, I'm sorry. This is the one I was talking about just now. Let it go. I guess I need to sit with that for a minute. I was on card number 19. Sorry about that. Anyway, we're going to bypass card number 10 now. Look at 19. Let me get back on track with card number 20. Spirit must have wanted me to get that message about card number 10, letting something go. And as we say, ashe, lose. That was something that I needed to hear. And, yeah, you know, sometimes Spirit doesn't even wait for you to shuffle the deck. It's like, come on now, let's get on with it. Put boundaries. We have express. We have act. Oops. Act for card number 23. Find your intention for card number 24. Keep it simple. 25. 26. Turn on the lights. Interesting. Magnet for 27. 28, sacred space. I like that. I like that one. Hold the energy for 29. Music for 30. Ask for 31. 32. Collaborate. I like that. Miracle. Channel for 34. I'm really loving that pink and orange. Pink, orange, and white. I love those colors. Spirit. That royal blue? Royal blue with orange and white for spirit. Let go of resistance. Faith. Healing. Time. Love. Embrace abundance. Rest. Transform. Change your perception. Integrate. Joy for 46. Fear. Lead. Change positions. And 50 for respect. How about, well, that's the 50 cards. Today is Sunday. Happy New Year. I'm going to shuffle and we're going to pull a card. Right? Let's see. I should tell you, the back of the cards look like that. I'll put that there. Tell me that image doesn't seem to be glowing, pulsating, just a little bit. If you stare at it long enough, I think it will probably expand. Okay, let's see. What message do you have for us? Tomorrow begins, well, we'll almost be in a new month. What message do you have for this new week of ours? What energy should we cultivate this week? That's a favorite question of mine. I can't do that Vegas shuffle. But, okay, let's see. That's the blank card. And let's see if I can get the whole deck up here. And turn around. That is the message for us. Card number 16. Stop interfering. Let's see what the message is for that. Okay. Stop interfering. You know, there are many people, well, many times we want to help. Let's see. The Tao teaches us not to intervene and interfere. The things we love, we have to learn to leave alone. And the people we love, we have to learn to let them be. And this is from Dr. Wayne Dyer. I had never heard the term karma crunching until my friend K.S. mentioned it to me regarding a complicated work situation. It's when you spend time processing the other person's karma and try to fix it for them. And I thought to myself, so that's what I've been doing all these years? There's a name for it? I always believed that if you see someone who is in need, feel their pain, and have the ability to help them, that you should stop and help them. I guess I was wrong. Many, many times I have fallen into the trap of trying to help people who did not want or were not ready to be helped, and it always ended with me feeling that I wasted my energy all for nothing. And let's be clear here, we're not talking about helping folks with their groceries. We're talking about helping folks with their lives and psychological blocks. I could spend hours analyzing and figuring out a person's motivation, usually someone I was dating, based on their upbringing and major traumas, creating elaborate solutions about how they could overcome them. Guess what? It never worked. The truth was that their issues were not mine to solve. It was not my homework or my battle to fight. The difficult task here is to find that fine balance between being there for those we love and who need us without interfering with the lessons they need to learn or their free will. The truth of the matter is that we usually know how things are going to turn out if and when we interfere. People's lives are their own business, and unless they are asking us specifically for help, we should respect their space and back off. When this card comes up, it is time to stay out of other people's business. Their life is their responsibility, not yours. Investment of personal energy into finding solutions to the problems of others is a misuse of your energy. Offer only when asked. And it goes on here. Stop and ask yourself. There was a paragraph here before that. Stop and ask yourself, was I asked to interfere? Was my energy invited in? Or am I putting myself where I'm not welcome? Finding this balance can be challenging. Sometimes people don't ask for help while they actually hope you'll ride to their rescue. Sometimes they really don't want your help, but they don't know how to tell you to stop interfering. And sometimes it's a mixture of the two. Please help yourself first. Be responsible for your own life. Don't worry about other people's problems. Focus on what you don't understand. Focus on what can help you move beyond your challenges. Don't miss out on your own lessons by distracting yourself with the homework of others. And don't let yourself become a martyr either. Use your energy to better yourself and allow other people to use their energy to better theirs. Wow. So the prompt is stop karma crunching. Keywords: keep out of other people's business, overextending ourselves or oneself, division of labor, separation, everyone has free will, get an invitation. Shadow: when someone asks for help and we ignore them, when someone is in clear danger and we turn the other way, not caring. So that's the shadow aspect. The emotion when you get this card: unacknowledged frustration, blocked. Emotion to develop: compassion, detachment. Affirmation: I am responsible for my own life and my own well-being now. Other people are responsible for theirs. And your self-care activity is write down what you would like to do to help the person in question. You can then choose to show them the list and ask if they would like you to do the things for them. Another option is to put that list away and do something for yourself instead. Gloria Gaynor's I Will Survive. Berlin's Anything You Can Do, I Can Do Better. We have Bartok's Second Movement from the Second String Quartet. Stravinsky's Augurs of Spring from the Rite of Spring. Basically, anything with harsh accents to get you to stop what you are doing and pay attention. Wow. Your tree will be hawthorn. I think I'm going to have to get some hawthorn. That's come up a couple of times for me. A white poplar. Animal is woodpecker. Get it to stop working on the wrong tree. The element is water. Solar plexus chakra. Crystal is topaz, flint, diamond, amethyst, howlite. Your guide is a therapist, a best friend. Inyana Vansan, Saturn, Capricorn, Venus, Taurus. Also, the 8 and 9 of Pentacles folks might be helpful here. Stay out of other people's gardens. The extra, in Dr. Harville Hendricks's Getting the Love You Want, there's a great chapter about active listening. How to listen to someone and really hear what they are saying. That kind of listening could be all the person needs from us. And I would agree. As a reader, people come to me many times just because they want to be heard. And there's a difference between hearing and listening. So this week's advice, stop interfering. Listen actively. Listen without needing to respond, needing to find a solution, needing to come to the rescue. Just, be there if you can. 99% of human beings will figure it out at some point, okay? If you have an issue with needing to jump in and solve everyone's issues and interfere in things that aren't necessarily your situation or your concern, you may want to take a deep look at why you feel the need to be so invested in another person's well-being as opposed to your own. So, with that, I am going to sign off. I hope you guys enjoyed this walkthrough. Leave your comments below. Let me know your idea of who may have left that, who may have written that forward. It's Sunday. Let's see. I actually have 2 copies here because, well, I'm extra. So that, my friends, is the Spirit Doodle cards by Elrond Mills. Space Between the Notes. You can find him on Instagram. He's got a website. Links. Maybe I'll try and get all these links and everything going down at the bottom. Anyway, that's it. Talk to you soon, and thank you so much for coming by.